One of the things you could do in this draft, of course, is play Cassante and you know, have some great setup for this Xayah, but she's pretty low range. The Ornn is going to give you just another angle of attack from distance here with the Ornn Horn.
Series, let's hop into the rift for game 1.
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
Your champion pools, we're going to have to hold our thought on this. Owner coming around here, level 3 gang.
Yeah, level 3, there's the engage onto Pace. The Ignite comes in, and if you get this early gank in, you might be able to turn the tides to this bottom lane as the crash down is there. Pace, though, no flash, no summoners at all, and now we do have a ton of damage going into Pace, but we also have Peanut making his way down here as flash still available for Guma. I don't think that they have the damage quite to get in here on the side of Gen G, so it's just first blood to the side of T1, and now Delight's gonna get stunned up. He gets rooted down, flash in, but there's a shield on Faker, as now T1 gets 2 kills and a win in mid, taking away Chovy's flash.
Yeah, Chovy flash gold she picked up on a weak side lane is Faker.
Level 6, and look at this, no flash for Chovy. It's as free as that. The rocks are on the ground, doesn't matter. Just gonna delay his inevitable death.
T1 just picking up the free pieces on the ground.
Yeah, and it's not that, okay, Peanuts in your face all the time kind of counter-jungling style. As, oh boy, we got Keria in a World of Hurt here, does not have flash. And with the Unbreakable Will, not able to actually get the combo because of the Polymorph. And now Owner's here, trying to help out, but he's almost dead as well. Magnus storms the Lulu alone, as yes, the kill will go to Guma. But it's 2 to the side of Gen G, and Pace is getting free farm bot.
Yeah, Pace getting free farm and did back and doesn't have teleport, so he's not getting anything topside here, but this is additional plate, and Guma, really smart ward, let's say.
Yeah.
Definitely feeling a little bit worried about what could have happened there.
But it's so free in the bottom lane.
It's 100% free, and Pace is actually going to be able to drop they're going to drop this Herald for him and pick up so much money here, as Faker also a little bit overextended. Looks like they're not going to hard commit any further.
He is here, but the knock-up and the stun comes in. Where's Peanut? Doesn't have his ult just yet. Just got it now. Not even going to need it, actually, as Chovy very slow.
Picks up the play, feels a lot better now for T1 as Chovy.
Oh, he's going to have to flash again as Keria going to taxi onto the minion. The seismic shove comes in, but is not going to survive against 3 as Owner shows up once again, this time to take out Chovy. They might commit to this one.
Yeah, Torin, it has the flank angle here with Chovy. The Weaver's Wall engage.
All right, well, that ult was a bit questionable. Not going to hit anyone. And now the wall can be broken by Zeus if they even need it. Keria just going to dodge the Moonlight Vigilance now. Gen G just want to get out, but Faker has other ideas as he's going to take a ton of damage, though. He's the one that goes down as the ult on the Sejuani was not the play, but Lulu will be the casualty here on the side of Gen G. So they engage onto Sejuani, don't take her out finally at the end, and the Lulu will go down, but Gen G will push them away, and this Dragon is going to be going to the side of Gen G.
Yeah, it should be. They don't have a jungler right now, but they do have tons of damage here on this Aphelios, and he's got the support of Doran here, so they're going to be able to get this done. Looks like Faker just dashing straight into the rocks on the ground there. Takes a ton of damage at the beginning of the fight, sacrificing himself to try to look for the engage, but loses a big portion. We got Magnus Storm, we got an Ornn, and let's force that fight the way we want it. I mean, you could lose the game over this, but I like that they're trying it.
Yeah, you got to go into the team fights as T1. That's how you're going to win, as now the Magnus Storm is just going to totally miss, as now Doran gonna set up 3, and the wobble combo is huge from the side of Gen G. As yes, Delight might go down again, but it doesn't matter because Gen G are just winning this fight. Zeus gonna go down as well. Double kill to Pays, and now they're gonna try their luck at this Baron.
I think that was one of the only ways T1 could have won this game, but the engage wasn't good on the turn. The Magnet Storm was just completely avoided by Gen G. They basically parted and avoided it completely.
Uh-oh.
As Faker coming over.
I don't know about this. He does do a nice amount of poke damage, but he can't go 1v4. You see, Keria is just backing, and now Faker, he is going to skirt around the rocks. Not sure if he gets out here, actually. Flash committed to by Peanut, just for the headbutt of Keria. But now it's Keria who has to pay for the sins of Faker. Faker will get away, but Gen G also will deal with a lot of the tanks on the side of T1 as, oh, God.
It's poke Talia.
Oh, man. Well,
That's,
now they can't fight at all.
Yeah, that's it. Like, he just hits Skooma for 2/3 of his health. Baron, they lost that opportunity, and you're just not going to get another chance to have that proper setup on Baron in this game.
Yeah.
And on Elder, you're going to have to walk into his Peanuts.
Oh, they're going to catch the Xayah. Gooma's just 100 to 0'd. And Keria is also going to go down, taken out. Double kill for FaZe as the Magnet Storm is just desperate. And T1, they don't have a leg to stand on now, even in the team fight, as okay, you're going to bounce the Jax to the sky, but he still has Counter-Strike, and he's still going to take out Owner. And Gen G, they are just ruthless. They're not going to waste any time to end this game.
Nope, they're just going to end this one early. We've had a lot of one-sided games in our playoffs, haven't we, Valdez? This is going to be another one on the list. Gen G, I mean, the early game, definitely very close. Like, don't get me wrong.
They're not going to end, actually.
They're not going to
back away.
They're going to
too
back
early.
away, but this game, the mid to late game, completely
tricky kind of engage there onto the Xayah. They catch her off guard as Owner might just die here. I mean, he has flash, but he will be forced to use it as that comes in. The Blast Cone kind of trolling FaZe, but I don't think that Gen G really care at this point, as Doran will have to use his stopwatch as he bonks the cow on the head. But giving Doran a chance to side lane even with the teleport. There is a Baron here, so they're just going to go for that instead. As now the turn coming out of the jungle. T1 do not have vision of the jungle at this point in time. Gen G just running at them. Faker isolated. Keria trying to peel for him. Guma is going to cleanse, but a huge burst comes out from the Talia as Faker is just not a factor in this fight. And Doran will just threaten that backline. Guma can't do anything as he's hunted down by the Jax and Gen G. Now it feels like they really have broken the back of the space, but they don't have a wave.
Yeah, not yet.
They'll just wait for that.
Yeah, we're waiting for that super mini to come over here, and then it is going to be as easy as you like it.
Look at his face.
Redemption dropped on top of the team here. And I gotta say, Valdez, it was a pretty impressive game from Gen G. It was definitely a little bit of mental damage, potentially, as you mentioned here. Gen G just making it look easy.
Yeah. Mental and emotional damage done in game number 1. 20 kills to the side of Gen G as they...
Conversation's over. I mean, this has felt pretty obvious here for Gen G this entire draft. For T1, it felt like they were trying to fix the Azir prio they had on B1.
Yeah.
To grab an early flash here from Faker.
Yeah, I mean, the weak foundation, Faker just not going to flash until this moment, as he will take a big amount of damage. If that charm hits, I think there's a decent chance they just... This could get pretty iffy because Jovi's just not here. Okay, they are going to back off. I'm like, I don't know if you want to fight this 3v4. But yeah, it
ultimately could not, so good for T1. Faker in trouble.
Level 6 hit here for Jovi. He's going to be pushed into the turret as the charm is going to miss. And that means that Peanut will not commit. Jovi's taking a huge amount of damage from the minions as well. He's going to lock on a Faker here. The soldier's going forward, but Jovi going for the aggressive play.
Corner here. No vision.
Maybe. Zeus does have flash, but there's 3 members of Gen G, and the back completed here for Owner. Just an ult away from death as Doran pretty low. And it's probably not going to matter. Holding Counter-Strike, you see Zeus trying to... Oh, Doran really flying close to the sun. Flashes after he dies, but it's still first blood to the side of Gen G.
We're back. He's on the other side of the map. And let's see how
FaZe. All right, just going to face check the Kha'Zix. He's just dead as Owner will just collect a kill. As Doran is going to take this turret plate.
He is going to greed for it, and I think it's when you see that play bottom side there, you feel pretty confident you can pull it off. Kha'Zix is obviously not top side, so they can get more down here.
Trying to go pretty deep for this one, trying to get on top of Peanut, but the peel from the Rakan is huge. Guma taking a lot of damage, but it works out for him. The turret shots getting Keria and Guma so low. As Doran, he's going to get in here, hits the stun, as now Keria not going to help out as Kha'Zix. It looks like a dead bug once again. As
let's see, T1 don't have control of the choke points, so it's really hard to actually start this one up.
Uh-oh, Owner, he's going to get knocked up by the Rakan of all people as Kha'Zix. He doesn't flash, he doesn't jump away, just doesn't expect the Rakan to be there, I'm not sure, but yeah, usually bit of a mistake, and Gen G will run away with this objective.
Usually the Rakan, the natural predator of the Rakan is the Kha'Zix, not the other way around.
Oh boy. Well, now we got a charm to come in, and at least looks like Doran didn't have his Counter-Strike as T1 are trying to fight for this. This is a 3v5, okay? Faker's not in this fight. You can't fight for this. Just a bit of poke. Gen G, not a huge amount of indexing into fighting this one, as we mentioned before. It's
over here, like Guma clearing this mid wave.
Okay, Guma just going to walk that one out as T1 are starting Baron at 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think realized, okay, like they're trying to set a trap. We actually have positional prio here. Zeus also teleports in the nick of time to try to deny Chovy entry. This is a great setup for T1.
Yeah, no TP for Doran. They just want to go for it. That is a dead Zeus, as now the fight may heavily go in the way of Gen.G as the knock-up here on Apino, but he's got stopwatch as Faker is going to go down for free. Gen.G just trying to get as much value on the backside of this fight as possible, as they do get 2 kills, but T1 did take down the Baron. Let's see how much else Gen.G can get.
The problem is they lost the Baron buff on their solo laners for it.
Yeah, that follow-up, like Zeus going down is fine, but the extra is not. As Owner again is going to get knocked up by Delight, who just has his number in this game. And now Chovy, the pick potential, the mobility, everything coming forward, and maybe it's late, but 21 minutes in, team, as we'll save that for another time. We got to talk about this Baron fight. Gen.G going to start this one up as the charm is going to hit Guma, forces the cleanse, but enough delaying of time here from the side of T1, and now Doran going to have to flash out of this one, and the follow-up comes in! That is a dead Jax as Gen.G leave him to the side, and now T1 will start up this Baron.
Oh man, this is just such fantastic map reads from T1. The teleport from Faker just right in the middle of the team fight. That's how confident they are. They have control. Peanut has flash, but won't be able to contest necessarily.
Peanut getting in. He is just dead now, though. Not able to steal that one away as the Wombo combo onto Zeri. Down will go Pays. Not even allowed to flash out of that one. Owner trying to land a slow. Zeus getting really deep in for this one as well. But the W speed up and the miss on the W from Owner means that he just walks it out.
All right, they will be able to do a ton with this Baron. I mean, this game is 100% T1's to lose now. I really loved how they set that one up. Clear the Drake as quickly as possible. That Faker Kha'Zix damage. Faker waits because he has teleport so he can show up to the Baron fight. They send Owner over first, and Gen.G just get destroyed on this subsequent fight. Not even close, and Chovy missing a lot of critical charms here. Might be his first loss of Arya on the season if things continue like this. 2 inhibs down now.
All right, trying to do it again as the charm angle, again, not going to hit. Faker just stands his ground, and Doran's caught again! Just gonna get comboed by Keria and put into the death realm. As now Zeus and Guma trying to lead the charge here. They don't have a wave, but they're just gonna sit on the turrets, 5v4.
They have a lot of damage for these turrets as well as a cannon minion here now, and this might just be the beginning of the end here. Gen.G, they don't have really great tools to turn this. Delight's ult's coming back up, but even getting into position is going to be really difficult. He's got the flank.
He does, but there's just a Gragas zoning him. There's an Alistar zoning him. He has to engage onto Xayah with Featherstorm, and they're just not even going to get an angle to do it. They're just going to end the game. Will T1, and they tie up the series. We officially have the series.
Lock it in. And so no value out of the Sejuani here in this draft, really.
Hey, you got Meganar.
I mean, yeah, but you know, it's 2 syllables.
Makes sense. Okay, we're getting in there on the Owner, who does smite away the Scuttle. He's trying to get over to the speed here, but the flash isn't really going to get him into a safe spot. There's not a lot of damage between these two, but they finally do get the job done. As Owner, I hope that Scuttle Crab
now with no teleport feels very awkward. He could stick around, and Owner once again caught out.
Well, the blast plant is there, but he's super low, and Delight's actually here now as the shield does come down, but it looks like just a Fed kill over to Pays, as Owner is going to go down for the 2nd time in this game.
The observing kind of left it a little bit all snowballing down.
Yeah, it is a bit. We had a mini Zeri moment, not a real one, just a kill, as now just walking in nearly smites it away to Peanut. Looks like he didn't quite have it, actually, so just going to be another Owner death. They do get the Mountain Drake, but this is very concerning as a sheepish grin is on the face of the Treasure Hunter, right? Now just Doran and Delight need one. As Pays is getting run down here, he's going to get knocked up. That is a dead Zeri, if I've ever seen one, as Delight now trying to extend this one as Peanut is making his way down, but it's just a good 2v2 win here for This is what he does best. He gets a lead in the jungle matchup, and he punishes. He's getting in onto Owner now. He has his own red buff, and Owner's just trying to secure a red buff of his own at this point, so does land the smite, and now they're turning this one as Peanut not really in a position, doesn't have a way to get out, as that's a kill actually going over to Peanut, maybe going too far, as now Keria making his way in. The Emperor's Divide, but it's 2v4, and Doran is kind of left to the Wolves here. He doesn't have his flash just yet, but it's very close, as he is just going to...
And as they will be able to take this Herald topside. Meanwhile, Keria has 6.
Now trying to make a play here on a Delight, but he is going to crash down away as Pays gets charmed up, and he doesn't have any summoners. The Zerial comes out, but it is too little too late. 2 kills go to Guma.
One in this game. And if Genji can get to that point and T1 can't lock him down, he could be big even though the early game wasn't his best.
All right, let's see how this goes. Chovy just picked up Ludens. Could be a big difference maker in this fight. Carrier looking for the angle from the left side. They're going to get in onto the Rel, actually. The Light just gets 100 to 0, but that's the support. That's now Doran coming in from behind. Zeus trying to make a big play here onto Zerian. Will take him out, and now it's 5v3 in favor of T1. They have the damage. They take out the Renekton, and Chovy is alone versus like 8,000 people. It's a double kill now for Guma as T1 will take down the fight.
Oh man, Outer, they're going to try to heavily commit to get that inner gold, and they're set up for this.
Yeah. Definitely can try to siege this. The Sedge ult comes out, but the follow-up from the Maokai. Guma just going to cleanse, just to be safe. Ult here from Carrier, going to catch Chovy, and again, he's just going to be burst down as the Rel goes in just to die. As, man, that is a very nice setup here from T1, and they're just catching Genji bit by bit. As now Doran, yeah, he's pushing, but Faker can just TP in.
Yeah, and because Doran didn't have teleport, there was nothing he could have done about this play. This could just be an early inhib if they want to commit to it. Freak is going to get woken up by this if they actually do kill it post or pre-20. he's gonna actually lose it, but it's going to be a ton of permanent map control basically for T1.
They killed it pre-20. So much of the carry potential on the side of Genji is just gone. Is Guma going to pull back some feathers? Man, they are really ripping into them now as the Maokai ultimate is going to come out, but easy feather storm now for Guma, who is immensely fed, and now the flank is going to come in. Genji, they keep trying to opt into this fight, and they're just getting killed over and over. As now T1 is 4v1. Chovy is alone. He's just going to be taken out eventually. Down he will go.
Most one-sided game yet in this, where Genji got caught on the Baron play, and I mean, now you're getting crushed.
Oh boy. Well, he's going to avoid the Blade Caller route and get away, but that's a, okay, Engage comes in from Genji. They finally pull the trigger. This is pretty nice, but Faker is going to get away, and it's Guma, who did not get gauged upon, of course. He is the Xayah, gets flashed on, presses his R button, and T1 looks like they should stop this first game, although Pays is going to get the 1 kill. Guma eats a hit from the Soldier, as now maybe they went a bit too far.
Teleport, though, from Faker.
Quite strong with a flash over the divide, and it will be enough. T1 playing with fire, but they do get there in the end. They wipe Genji, and they will take down this game number 3.
And that 18.5-minute inhibitor's down, so there's super minions on the Nexus. It just absolutely destroyed Genji in this one. And oh man, I don't know if you can mentally recover from 2 losses like that. A narrow loss, obviously, in the second game, but this one, I mean, this was if plays. Oh, we're just playing Vayne. Okay, I thought they were just going to play Sivir and he was just teasing us.
Okay, well.
And every time we haven't liked the T1 draft, Valdez, they've taken the W.
I'm done not liking
I'm
T1
just going to say
drafts.
it's okay. Very safely here. Owner's going to go around here all the way. Heavy commitment, try to kill his GP.
All right, they're trying to get on in. He is going to use the apple really early on, the oranges rather. That's going to be first blood given over to Zeus. And as let's see, there's Peanut, but here's Owner as well, but the damage is coming out too fast. Peanut now, no twisted advance, but he is just going to walk this one out. Unfortunately, the Sejuani not doing too much as Unbound Soul kind of confusingly as Chovy is going to get frozen up and will walk it out.
At least that's
and Doran, once again, Owner going to flash on in. No flash here available for Doran, and you can't cleanse both of those. That's another death here for Doran. Excellently set up, and this is what we got it in game 1, actually. And they didn't play around it, you know, amazingly, but they still won the game. Whereas this time around, it's a heavy focus. Is now trying to follow up on the play. Here is the Wombo combo. It's the Oni ultimate. Gonna hit them both. This Carrier does keep him alive for a while, but the Q3 is huge. Gonna knock up both Carrier and Faker as the Emperor's Divide.
Oh,
now, as yeah, he's gonna get caught by Maokai. That's 3 kills.
Gonna be down teleport now for. Okay.
He's very far down the lane as the flash comes in, and Faker's in a lot of trouble. Has flash himself. I don't think he's going to even bother to use it, as just throws up a bunch of soldiers. But that's another.
As the Azir and the Crown is probably just going to guarantee that happens every time. You follow up on Owner's ult as well. Is this Rift Herald fight here? T1 not fully set up. Zeus coming down now, and Chovy's going to have to go back to that. Zeus could find an angle potentially.
He could. He's thinking about it. He is going to get knocked back here by Peanut, who keeps Chovy safe, but 5 members at T1 just trying to zone them in the choke. They want to take down this objective as the smite will go over to Owner. The engage now from Delight rather is pretty good, but Paze is getting low, and he just gets swapped by Zeus, who gets to that backline. But look at Chovy as well. Is doing incredible damage on Aguma, takes him down as the carries are really going 1-for-1 here, but still T1 on the chase. They have Zeus, they have FAKER, who did use his ultimate, and Delight looks like he will have to sacrifice to get out of this one. So T1
Chovy though
trying to get Chovy here. That's a big shutdown if they could, but they're not going to be able to lock down the Yone.
Okay, he gets out with the Q3 dash to force this.
Yep. We will have a fight. Both teams declare as Zeus has a Mega Cone. He's got an angle. I think he's spotted just barely on the end of that. As in he goes. The spite is early from the side of Peanut. It goes to T1. Big knockups coming in now, but a lot of low health bars here on the side of Gen G. As Chovy has to ult away. He is not going to be able to follow up on that initial engage. As now Delight slowed down pretty low. T1, they get the objective. Looks like they don't want to...
is very problematic for map control.
Oh, the sapling keeping him around. They want to engage on Zeus right now, but they're so scared of him. They're just hopping away, but now no counter-strike. Can they burst him down? Zeus is alone, and he lives for an incredibly long amount of time as Chovy can't quite take him. They finally get him at the end as Chovy will pick up the kill. Zeus isolated, and now it's 5v4.
Yeah, Gen G should definitely be able to start up this Baron here. As Yone doesn't have ult, obviously, but still, they have the man advantage. Teleport back from Chovy.
A lot of damage being done right now by FAKER. You see those Sand Soldiers, Owner trying to get into the pit as Chovy looking for the angle, not going to get the knockup, has to go back. And the
this is awkward now.
Yeah, it gets real awkward as the Divide comes in. Delight going to engage. Is going to take away FAKER as he is not able to live. And now Guma just being hounded down. Gets the 1 kill, but it's a double for the side of his opponent, Paze, who just barely not going to hit that, but Guma is pretty doomed. Down he goes. Paze going to pick up 3.
All right, so T1 now losing several members here. The shutdown comes through onto the Jax, and Chovy bigger. He's like, all right, I'll go for the IE to finish this one off. I don't know what he's building, actually. Picks up the pickaxe. And, you know, we can't build IE third, you know, on this anymore, but he's going to pick up a ton of money, and they're going to get the Baron. Zeus going to try to come here. Last ditch attempt to steal.
Yeah.
And...
Burst is coming in. Oh, he's going to charge over, and he's not able to avoid. Oh, he flashes. Jeez, that was close. Got in with like 1,000.
They're just going straight towards the Drake, too. His weight is going to pay off. Another lurk from the Jax.
Uh-oh, Paze in trouble, and he is going to cleanse. They get the cleanses. Now Zeus goes into a stopwatch. Delight taking a bunch of damage. The wombo combos here is taking a huge amount. Is the Jax, and he will go down through the counter-strike, and now Paze has the front line. The engage from Delight is insane, and it looks like Gen G will absorb the pressure and should be able to take down this game number 4. It's a clean ace to the side of Gen G, and they'll push down and bring us to Silver Scrapes.
It was a great try from Zeus, but with the press of his cleanse button, Paze is A-OK, and they are going to be able to win that longer fight. T1 putting up a good fight here with the Zeus resources they were given. Everything we wanted to see from this team. The Jax, the Sejuani, they had an early lead, but everything else going so wrong. In those early game fights where Chovy got ahead is just ultimately too much here for T1. And it looks like, again, we are going to Silver Scrapes here, Valdez, in a T1 series. Just going to be Doran K'Sante here that they round out this draft with. So not a whole lot of magic damage outside of the Maokai here. T1, on the other hand, have one of their strongest drafts of the series yet. I mean, they got Rel, they got...
Guys, we are ready for Game 5. Silver Scrapes. Let's hop onto the rifts.
소환사의 협곡에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
It's it. Game 5, we made it here. Valdez loses Flash here, but Peanut will as well.
Big rotation over. Now this is Poppy. I don't think that Chovy alone can really deal with double buff Poppy. And in fact, it's going to be the flash in as Keria sets it up, picks up first blood. And Chovy not respecting the Poppy. He's going to read the play at the end of the day. Or is he? He's just going to face check instead into Gen G. Now there's not a lot of damage between these two as the ult comes out from Zeus and Owner's trying to help out, but he gets knocked away as the double Q3 does come in from the Cassandra, but Counter-Strike is up again as Paze makes his way in and collects the kill. Fire this time. As GENG and T1, they are throwing it down for a Chemtech Drake.
Okay.
It is happening.
Hayes got to be watching that position. He's got red-white here. Chobi coming in for flash engage potentially.
Well, that's the Poppycopter, not going to hit anyone as Zeus is marked. They're just trying to turn onto him. They don't care about the Drake. They just want to take down the Jax. As Doran is in there, he just dies for free, both top laners. As now Peanut's just going to run in and take a look at that. The health bar of Owner just going to be zapped away. It's a huge effort divide from Faker, but I don't think it's enough as he's going to get away, but the rest of the team is not. And in fact, Faker will not get away as GENG are going to ace T1 on the Chemtech Dragon.
5,100 damage.
Up 3 to knock them all up for Pace to knock them down. You're not going to lose. You're not going to lose if your team can do that. I can tell you that right now.
The lights locking the door here. Guma's on a plank, but
it's going to knock away Owner, but the damage here on the Baron a little bit slow, but the Maokai ultimate might be enough. He's texting in. Owner is not going to get it. He won't be able to steal it. The Counter-Strike hits 5, but it's still going to be 5 members of GENG that are taking the fight as Owner's low. Down goes Faker, and Paze is taking names once again as Zeus, it looks like he's dead as well. Doran just gonna make an end of him as that is another ace to the side of GENG.
Oh man,
I think it's a question, and they have a big bottom lane problem.
Yeah, I mean, this is starting to stack up now. Like, Zeus did his due diligence to push it out earlier, but I love how GENG just delay. They let the minions do the work. They let the minions do the work. Chobi gonna teleport back in here with level 16. His ult's back as well. Good luck, T1. One more fight.
Oh, they're gonna catch Owner. He's over there on the right side, but he is Poppy. Is it gonna matter as he's so low and the damage is just insane? But Zeus finds the angle on the Chobi in the backline against the GA. Finally, Faker goes in, but I'm not sure if that's the angle. Counter-Strike is huge as Zeus. He's desperate, but he will not have it in this game. And they have a wave in bot, and GENG, they just booked their tickets to the finals.
That is absolutely right, Valdez. One more fight. One more fight for T1, but it's not enough. It doesn't come together. And even with the leap onto Paze, he has GA. He pops back up, and they try to kill him a second time, but they will not. And as you say, GENG are going to be the team to advance to the finals first here against their old nemesis, T1.
Yes, it looks like it, although the inhibitor is going to respawn and is going to delay things just a little bit. GENG will continue on this path, though. They will take down the Nexus. It looks like it's Keria and Owner. They are so desperate as GENG. Oh, here comes Guma, going to take out Pace. Doesn't matter. GENG, they're going to the finals, and they have booked